Today I'm at Alton Towers Resort. Welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. Yes, hello and welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. It is the 18th of July 2021 and we are here at Alton Towers, and just look at the weather. It is sunny. It's almost tropical weather here. We're about 22 degrees at the minute and it's early morning. We're about 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be a scorcher of a day. I am looking forward for the first time ever ride on Gangster Granny, the ride. When I was here on opening day, it was closed, so this will actually be my first time riding it, and it'll be interesting to get a review on Gangster Granny. Unfortunately, we won't be getting any on-ride footage today. I haven't had permission off Alton Towers to film on the ride, but I will get a full review of what I feel the ride does to the park. Does it emphasise the park? I mean, Alton Towers has been lacking dark rides, so this should be a good addition to the park itself. I'm Michael Stanix, the main presenter today. Joining me on the channel is my favourite couple on the channel, the only couple on the channel. It is Andrew and Becca, so I'll introduce you. Here they are. What are you most excited for today? Which ride are you most excited for?
Smiler.
Yeah. The Smiler. You're both the Smiler.
An Oblivion.
An Oblivion. Oh, Oblivion. That always makes my stomach drop. But hopefully we're going to head towards the Smiler first. It is a really busy day. We're nearly at full capacity here today on the Sunday, which isn't surprising because the Scottish schools are off, and I think the English ones are about to break up. In some areas they have already broken up, so it is going to be a really capacity day here at Alton Towers. Just touching on the COVID-19 implementation / restrictions, they do seem to have eased since I was last here. However, they are still imposing face masks on most of the rides. So I will do a COVID speech later on in the day just to see what the difference is since I was last here on opening day, when they were really strict here on opening day. But we're going to head over towards the Smiler now in the X sector. Hopefully get on the Smiler and then maybe get on Oblivion while we're there as well. So we'll see you over at the X sector. And just before we do get to the X sector, I have noticed a big stage has been constructed here on the green of Alton Towers, just off Tower Street there. So you've got Tower Street. We're just walking past the stage. They do shows. I'm going to put the show's timings on for you so you can see all the shows. So it should be really good for the younger kids. If you want to take a break from the ride, you can come and enjoy one of the free shows that they have to offer here at Alton Towers. I might get some footage of it later on if we're passing, and hopefully get a good experience of what the shows have to offer. They are really good here at Alton Towers. They do seem to spend quite a bit of time on the choreography and actually the shows, just staging, general theming. They are really good, very professional. So definitely worth getting yourself down to the green here at Alton Towers, just in front of the towers themselves and the obviously lovely picturesque lake. So just in front of the towers there, the main stage, and they do have this for different times of the year. If you actually look on this table here, we've got Mardi Gras, Oktoberfest, Scarefest, the fireworks and Alton Towers Christmas. So all of these are events which host the stage just in front of the towers themselves. Hello little ducks. So Becca's just noticed all these ducks under the table in the shade. They're already sweating, and I did mention it was 22 degrees. It's actually 27 degrees already. We're about 10:30 in the morning here at Alton Towers and it's already 27 degrees. A big fish? Wow, that is a big fish. A shark. I didn't even know there was fish. There's another one. Look at the size of that. It's coming over for some food. Got no food, fishy. They are massive. So we're just entering the Smiler queue line now. It does say 45 minutes wait, which is really, really good for the Smiler. So let's hope, fingers crossed, it is only a 45-minute wait. I do expect it to get well over the hour, probably around 1 hour 30, 1 hour 40 minutes at peak time today. And they probably will end up closing the queue if this happens, just to limit capacity so people aren't crowded in a small area. Anyone that knows the Smiler queue line knows it is really, really tight. Loads of mazes sort of crammed with cages, so they're going to try and limit that hopefully today. But like I'm saying, we're not in the overflow at the moment. We're currently still walking, which is really, really good. So we'll see you off the ride for an off-ride review, and hopefully get some great off-ride footage as well for you to see. Just come off the Smiler. What did you think of that news too? Andy first. Good. Good. Yeah. Becca, what did you think? What's your favourite thing about the Smiler?
I like the bit at the start.
The bit at the start, mate.
Where you give it all the off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, definitely. Well, the Smiler does have 14 inversions. It is the most anywhere in the world. It holds the record still. From construction, it has had the record. So it is really, really good ride if you come to the Alton Towers. It is your favourite, isn't it?
It's my favourite.
Yeah, it's Becca and Andrew's favourite roller coaster here at Alton Towers. Is it your favourite in the UK, or do you prefer one in Thorpe Park? Right, okay. So the prefer Saw, that's Oblivion away, which we might get on next. Yeah. I think Andrew wants a drink first. But we'll hope to be on Oblivion next. But yes, the Smiler does have the majority 14 inversions, which is the most of any roller coaster in the world. So definitely, just on that fact alone, you need to ride the ride. It is unbelievable, like so intense. Really good ride for the first ride of the day. So we're going to head towards Oblivion. Oblivion is more of in the mind. The marketing of Oblivion had to be taken down because it did scare people that much. So it is sort of a more tamer version now when you're standing in the queue line and you're watching the TVs. So I'll try and get maybe some footage of that. It is a drop coaster, so it does hang you over the edge before you drop down, and it drops you into a tunnel which they did blast out with TNT back when the Oblivion opened. I don't even know the year when it did open. You can actually maybe see it over there in the distance. It's just about to go around the corner there before it goes down the drop. So yeah, they did blast it out with TNT, dynamite, to get the tunnel. It was a massive undertaking. It is a small ride, it is over very quickly. It does have a good throughput as well, so it doesn't really have big queues like the other rides here at Alton Tower do. You'll just see it go over the edge there. to plummet down into the tunnel, and you can just see it coming out the tunnel here. Goes out there and it ends up over in the brake run over there. And that is the entire ride for Oblivion, so it's not very long at all. So we'll head over towards there now, get our ride. It is a top fact for the day. Oblivion is the fastest roller coaster here in the park. I don't know how fast it goes. I will get the miles per hour on that. I think it's around 60 miles per hour, but it is the fastest roller coaster here at Alton Towers. So we've just come off Oblivion, just to get some stats for you, or some facts about Oblivion. I did say I was going to get the miles per hour. It is 64 miles per hour. It's got a drop of 180 feet, and it opened in 1998, so 1 year after I was born. So I was 1997. And Oblivion opened in the year 1998. It was a prototype dive coaster. So it was one of the first, well, it was the first B&M dive coaster in the world, and it was sort of marketed as the first vertical coaster. It's not quite vertical, but it was marketed as the first vertical coaster. So there's some information for you. And it is the third fastest roller coaster here in the UK. So definitely worth getting yourself on it if you come into Alton Towers. So we're now just heading right in front of the towers themselves. And we're heading towards food. I'm trying to think where we're going. Some Woodcutters Bar and Grill. So we're gonna head over there, hopefully do a food review of that, and then we're gonna try and get on 13 and Rita over in the, I think it's the, no, it's not the Forbidden, the Dark Forest, over in the Dark Forest. I always get them mixed up. I either say Forbidden Forest, and it's actually the Forbidden Valley with Nemesis and Galactica's in. But this is the Dark Forest, which has Rita and 13. So we're gonna head over there. It will be Andrew and Becca's first ride on both Rita and 13. So it'll be interesting to see what they make of that. And the hidden twist that that 13 has. I'll be interested to see what they think of that as well. So we'll see you over at the Dark Forest. So we are currently in Woodcutters Bar and Grill. Just going to talk you through what we've had to do here. It is table service, so if I turn the camera around, there's Angie and Becca. Smile, everyone. So it is a QR code. So you have to scan the code and then enter your table number, which is table number 7. Then you can browse the menu to order, and you pay via the app. And what I would mention is, when I say you have to pay via the app, you do have to make an account, which did take a little while. It's sort of a bit of a faff, and if you don't have an email address, I don't know how you would do it. I think you would probably have to make an email address before you can even sign in. But let's say most people nowadays does have a functioning email address. Even if you didn't have a phone, I think you would have to go to the bar. However, they didn't even mention that they were doing sort of bar service. It was all table service from the minute we sat down. There was no mention of the bar. So I don't know if that is a thing here or not. It might be worth asking at the door before you come in. I'm trying to think, what was the other thing you were mentioning, Becca?
You've got to put in all your card details.
Yes, so you have to put, you can't use Apple Pay, it is just you have to do it manually, putting in all your card details, so that does take a little bit longer as well. It's also worth mentioning that it does say it's going to be a 45-minute wait, so it is quite a long wait for food. I mean, we are grateful we're out of the sun. The sun is it's really, really hot today. It's about 30 degrees here at Alton Towers. So we want to try and stay out the sun as much as possible. They do have outside seating, so that is really good here. What I would mention is there is no toilets actually in Woodcutter's Bar and Grill. So if you need the toilet, you do have to go out of the building and go about 5 minutes down the road, 5-minute walk down the path to get the toilet, which is a bit of a downside as well. But hopefully the food's going to be really, really good. I've ordered steak. What have you two ordered?
Chicken burgers.
Both chicken burgers. So we'll get some footage of the food here so you can see what we're going to be getting when it does arrive 45 minutes later. However, it is worth mentioning that the drinks have come now, so at least we can have some drinks before food. So that is really, really good. So we'll see you once we've got the food. So that is the food arrived. There's my steak, onion rings, chips, peas and mushrooms, which looks really, really good. Andrew and Becca, they ordered chips and a chicken burger. The rest is tomato, but I'm guessing Andrew doesn't like his tomato. Nope. That's what it does look like. Becca's going to eat her tomato. So we're going to eat this now and then we'll give it a rating out of 10, what we think of Woodcutter's Bar and Grill. I keep calling it Woody Woodcutters. It's Woodcutter's Bar and Grill. But it does look really, really good, so hopefully it is. So we'll see you after food. So we've just come out of Woodcutter's Bar and Grill. What did you think of that, Becca? Nelly said, Gemma. It was nice. That's what I'm getting. We did wait quite a while. It was about the 45-minute mark. You did see our food. What rating out of 10 would you give it? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing.
Give it a 6 or a 7.
A 6 or a 7?
Than the Just Chicken place we went last year.
Yes, we did take Becca and Andrew to the Just Chicken, which was outside Oblivion. So Becca, you did like this better, did you? Yeah. I mean, it's just sort of like an Alton Towers KFC, the Just Chicken. The Woodcutter's Bar and Grill is a little bit more upmarket. It does have that little bit more substantial food. So if you do want to come to Alton Towers and have that more substantial meal, definitely Woodcutter's Bar and Grill is an option. There is also a roller coaster cafe, a roller coaster restaurant it's called. However, you do have to book, and it does book out really, sell out, should I say, really, really quickly. So it's definitely worth doing that, maybe even before you come on the day. We are right next to a speaker, doing lots of spooky music, if you can't hear me. We're right outside the Dark Forest, which is exciting for Becca and Andrew because they have never been into the Dark Forest before, and it is home to Rita and 13. So this is going to be their first ever ride on Rita and 13. So are you excited for that?
I am.
I'm excited for that. So let's see how it goes and hopefully get a good review of them, of how they think of them two roller coasters. So we'll see you over there. Just come off of Rita. What did you think of the ride for your first ever ride on Rita? What was the ride like first?
The ride is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Stealth.
Yeah, it is. Very similar ride concept. It is 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. It's actually 0 to 61 miles an hour. That's the top speed of the roller coaster. I'm just trying to think, what did I say? Oh, it was 64, I think, miles an hour, the Oblivion, because I was going to say, is that quicker than Oblivion, but it's not. So yeah, what happened? The queue line was apparently going to be 60 minutes here for Rita, so we went in the queue. It is a really, really hot day. I did say it is reaching temperatures of 30 degrees. 60 minutes in the sun is a lot, and it was predominantly in the sun when when we were queuing. Was it 60 minutes, Becca?
2 hours.
2 hours, yes.
2 hours.
It literally caused hospitalisation for some people.
An ambulance
turned up for some poor person that had collapsed due to the heat, I think. Probably had... Oh, there it's away, hear it. Probably due to the insane temperatures here at Alton Towers today and constant battering by the sun. Do recommend, if you are coming to Alton Towers, that is going to be a really, really hot day. Bring fluids, buy fluids, make sure you're drinking all day to make sure that does not happen to you, because even us, we've been drinking all day and me and Becca were like, we're going to be in hospital if we keep going. What I would mention is that the Alton Towers crew did come down with some water bottles, however...
They gave it to the people who already had water.
Yes, it was a bit...
stopped after a group of people and gave out no more. And the people actually chucked away the water
yeah.
that they were given.
And we were dying for some water and we didn't get any.
I was nearly passed out.
Maybe that was just unfortunate. I mean, it is really good that they were giving out water, don't get me wrong. However, I think they probably should have been giving it out to the entire queue line, especially the queue line which had been there over an hour wait and possibly had no water.
They were still prioritising the fast track.
Yeah, oh, they definitely were.
Due to the ambulance.
Yeah, so the fast track did get priority. You could argue that they have paid for the ticket, but people had waited over 2 hours. It's like 120 minutes. That is a massive wait for a roller coaster, especially a roller coaster of Rita. I have been on Rita before. It has been a long time since I had been on it. It was really good. The acceleration is intense, and the tight cornering is really, really good. Definitely worth a ride on Rita if you are here. Definitely not worth 120-minute wait. If you can try and get it around the 55-minute wait, it's definitely worth a ride. So we're going to go on the other roller coaster here at the Dark Forest, which is 13, and it will also be the first time for Becca and Andrew to go on 13, and there is that hidden twist, so we'll see what they think of that as well. And then hopefully, probably our last ride of the day, fingers crossed we get on it, will be Gangster Granny, and we'll get a full review of that as well. So we'll see you off 13. So we've just come off of 13. What did you think of that one, Becca?
It was good.
For the first time, I mean, Becca did actually know what was going to happen. Although you didn't know it was going to go backwards.
I forgot it was going to go backwards.
Oh, to be fair, we're spoiling it. So yes, it does go backwards, but I'm not going to give the other bit away. Anyone that's been on 13 before will know, that is Rita, by the way. Anyone that's been on 13 will know what happens, but we're not going to give it away. It's definitely a must if you come to Alton Towers, just for the sheer sort of nostalgia of what actually does happen. It did say 70-minute queue time, and it was only about, how long would you say that was? That was almost a walk on.
Yeah.
Literally
didn't stop.
5 minutes. We literally just got straight on. So I don't know what is happening with the Alton Towers timings on the gates, but they're all wrong. I mean, it said Rita was 60, it was actually 120 or 130, and it said that one was 70 and it was actually 5, if that, because we literally walked on it. It was 5 minutes to walk to the ride itself. So that is a bit of a shame. It does sort of mess your day up. I know we did have a positive there in the back of a negative, so we should be, fingers crossed, be positive towards that, but it is a little bit of an annoyance really, because you want to plan your day around that, and it was even showing that on the app as well. It wasn't just on the gates, so maybe Alton Towers does need to get that sorted a little bit. I don't know if they're having technical difficulties. Maybe it's the heat. The heat's got everything. It's definitely got me.
I have to say that we've been here, what, 5, 6, 7 hours?
Yeah.
And we've been on 4 rides.
Yeah, it is really, really busy today. It's one of the capacity days. We did know that it was going to be a capacity day, but even then it is very frustrating paying that full price to go Alton Towers, only get on possibly 5 rides once we've been on our last ride of the day. So
it's a shame when you travel far as well.
It is.
Here for the day.
And I would probably bear that in mind if you do want to come to Alton Towers. It is an amazing theme park, probably one of the UK's best theme parks, if not the UK's best theme park. It's definitely the UK's biggest. If you are coming, maybe come on a weekday, off peak. You're going to get on a lot more rides and attractions, and you'll probably be less frustrated when you can't get on the rides and attractions that you want to come on. We haven't been done, I mean, we've done 4 roller coasters today, so we've started with Smiler, we've done Oblivion, we've done Rita, and we've done 13. However, we haven't done Nemesis, we haven't done Galactica, and we haven't done Wicker Man, and we won't be doing them today. Also the Spinball Whizzer. But we're going to hopefully do Gangster Granny for the final ride, so that should be good, especially for all 3 of us, our first time on Gangster Granny the ride, so it should be good fun. So we're going to head over there now to get our first ride on Gangster Granny.
Dungeon Gangster
They will be boiling hot.
Yeah, there will be.
Get a video of that.
Do you know what they're called? Beefeaters. They are. The Tower of London Beefeaters. Yeah, like I think that's actually where they got their name from, for the gin. They're waving. Hi guys! How long's the wait for the ride? Do you know?
What ride's just around there? I've got a lovely ride there.
Thank you! Your royal title, mine is Archduke. Where am I? Archduke Messi Snooze-a-lot. Amazing, I'm an Archduke Messi Snooze-a-lot. I wonder what yours is. Please put in the comments below what your royal title would be. So we've just come off Gangster Granny the ride. Apparently I'm going to be doing the review here because them two have no words. What I would say is it is a really good family attraction. Definitely I would say for 11 and under, maybe 12 and under. But it's one for the whole family to enjoy. It definitely is really good. I would say the entire area is really well themed. Definitely really impressed. There is lots of little rides around the area, so it's not just actually the Gangster Granny the ride. There's a carousel there, there's a twister over in the far corner, there's a little drop tower, over behind me as well. So definitely plenty rides and attractions here. There's also a shop, so you can get all your merchandise from the David Williams world here at Alton Towers. I'm not going to really touch too much on the ride concept itself, however definitely family friendly. You're in sort of a car and you go around London in the London sewers to try and get the crown jewels and escape. But definitely, if you are in Alton Towers and you've got younger kids, get yourselves out to the Gangster Granny ride. Definitely worth a ride on that. So now we're going to head towards the entrance / exit of the park for our closing down speech today. We'll try and get some footage of the area as we go through, taking some of the scenery that Alton Towers has to offer, because it is a really, really good, picturesque park. So we'll see you over at the entrance / exit to the park.
I have to go before we get in the car. So nice to not be as sweaty.
Oh, we've got the river in that one.
Shoulder, pull the sheets right off the corner from the mattress that you stole. Your roommate back in Boulder, we ain't never getting older. We ain't never getting older.
System entering punk rock mode.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good.
Shut up, you fuddy-duddy.
Why?
You do you, and I'll bring the anarchy. Punk the system. White shirt, now red bomber, nose creeping, you're on your tippy toes creeping. Alright, no, no, think you're so criminal. Bruises
What are you doing, Mara?
on both my knees, so you don't say thank you or please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to my soul, so cynical.
No.
So you're a
Right, well, I might give you a message later when I get back. Depends on where
just always so good.
okay.
I'm the bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh. Long live the revolution.
It looks to me, Sir Algernon, like we're heading for the ground.
So I did promise you that I was going to come to the stage, the main stage of Alton Towers, the only stage at Alton Towers. They are playing a little bit music. Hello. They are playing Bad Guy, which is Becca said. What's it about Becca? Seducing your dad, and they're dressed up in little costumes. So it's a good choice of music for Alton Towers. It does fit very well. So apparently Becca was getting attacked by these ducks. I'm now trying to like find them again. Have you got some names for them? We're naming the ducks. I'll get some footage of the ducks here. They're quickly running away from us now. Now you're attacking them. Oh, the poor ducks. They're quite big actually, aren't they? I would say that Alton Towers does have lots of ducks and birds around this area. It is right on the lake behind us, so it is a really good seating area. Even when the stage isn't on, it's nice to just come down, have a chill. There is some trees over there if it's really, really sunny and you just want to spend some time in the shade. So we're just going to head up Tower Street now, which is just over here. We're going to head maybe to the gift shop, we'll see, definitely to the toilet. And then we're going to do our closing down speech up by the monorail entrance there, looking down Tower Street, looking right down onto the Alton Towers himself, which is directly behind us over here. And it is actually worth mentioning that the Alton Towers was covered in scaffold, so they are doing some work to the building itself, which is interesting. It's good that they're upkeeping that building and actually restoring it back to hopefully eventually its once glorious self. But we'll see you over at the entrance / exit to the park for the closing down speech. And that is just like that. At the end of the day, Andrew's hiding behind me. There you go. He's here. He's very camera shy today. Bless him. So no, yeah, we have had a really, really good day, haven't we, guys? It has been really, really good. Touching on ride operations, there did seem to be running quite a lot of cars on most of the roller coasters and attractions here at Alton Towers. However, it did seem to go really, really slowly, especially and in particularly on Rita. I do mean there was a little bit downtime for a hospitalisation. There was an ambulance called and they did go in the back of the ambulance, probably at the nearest hospital, because I think it was heat stroke related. It has been a really, really hot day today, and I do advise, if you are checking the weather forecast and it's going to be a really hot day, bring plenty of water, some sun cream, sunscreen, maybe a hat, cover your skin, unless
someone had an umbrella. That was a really good idea.
It was a really good idea, so even bring an umbrella, and then if it rains you've got an umbrella too, just to keep the sun back, because even in the queues, especially if you're going to be in the queue for a very long time, the sun is unbearable, and there is very little shade in some of the queue lines. Touching on COVID implementations, next to none. COVID has gone away for the 2021 season here at summer. Are we in July? Yes, July.
One ride.
One ride where we had to wear face masks, and that was Gangster Granny. I don't know if that was because it was a kids ride or if that was the only one that bothered to enforce it, and they should really be enforcing it throughout the park. However, it comes to an end tomorrow, the 19th of July 2021. Face masks are not compulsory. They will be advised in the guidance. However, you do not need to wear them. But that will be up to Alton Towers, because this is private land, so they will sort of give you guidance and rules on private land, which they do expect you to follow. So they might keep on wearing the face masks for their rides and attractions. I don't really know what their guidance is, but I will check the website for the Merlin parks, because Merlin will sort of keep it cohesive through all of their parks, which is Thor Park, Alton Towers, Chester Worlds of Adventure and Legoland, and probably all of their smaller attractions as well. So overall, we have really enjoyed the day. We've got on 5 rides and attractions, which doesn't sound a lot. However, on a peak day, trust me, it is about reasonable for Alton Towers. These two guys have got on 3 new rides, Gangster Granny, 13 and Rita, and I've been on 1, which is Gangster Granny. It was really good family attraction, definitely good for the younger kids, so I do really recommend that. So if you are coming down to Alton Towers and you've got the younger kids, definitely head towards that first, because I can imagine that's going to get really busy. Which one out of the 4 roller coasters do you recommend?
Smiler's still the best one.
Smiler's your favourite. Out of them all, is it still the Smiler?
13 was really good, it's got such a good theme to it.
Yeah. But you'd still recommend the Smiler?
Smiler's still my favourite.
Over Nemesis as well, because you've been on that before. Do you still? Yeah, no, I would see. I'm a Nemesis fan. I prefer the Nemesis. However, it is everyone's taste. The Smiler is really good, don't get us wrong. Definitely worth a ride as well. So hopefully we'll be back soon. The next big event is Oktoberfest. So I don't think I will be here for this, but never say never. But I'm definitely here for Scarefest this year, so you will see me here at Scarefest. So I'm really excited for that. And all that's left to say is please subscribe to the channel. It does make a really big difference, and we're trying to get that 1,000 subscriber mark this year, so hopefully we'll get to it. We're not far off, we're less than 200 subscribers away. Please like, please comment anything that we've missed, or anything that you want to see in the future, or any places you want us to go in the future. Please put them down in the comments. Or if there's anything about Alton Towers itself that you really want to know and we didn't sort of touch on it today, maybe I might know about it, and if I don't, I'll try and find out for you. If you put that down in the comments, and I will try and get back to you as quick as possible. And I did mention like, it's always good to like, it makes me feel amazing. So that's what we want. And also you can follow us on Instagram, the United Kingdom Attraction channel, all lowercase, all one word, because Instagram won't let me put any spaces, because apparently my name's too long. But no, so if you can follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and that will be brilliant. And all that's left to say is, where is Auntie? Is thank you for watching the United Kingdom Attraction channel, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.